So here's me pulling the pieces together for this. I'm using Simpson strong tie screws with the 1.5 inch, and then I'm also using the Simpson strong tie angles here these ones are 8 1/4. I actually used some shorter ones before, that worked well as well, but it's 8 1/4 by 1.5. I'm using just an end that I trimmed off here to kind of help me approximate the right spot for this, and just that way I can get the one bracket in place before. You can see I've got my helpers running around here. So go ahead and put these in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this end, putting that in there just to give me the spacing. Line this up here. Notice I'm putting these two on the same board, and that way we keep the boards all, two on the inside here of the others. Again, using the Bauer impact here. It's done a great job, holds up really well. All right, I am working on putting some landscape fabric into this. You want to make sure that you do it in a way that when you dump a bunch of sand in here, that's not going to immediately rip, and so I'm trying to leave some slack in the system there. I'm doing some overlap. I want to keep weeds from coming up and in, and I also want to keep the sand nice and clean. And so this is creating a nice little barrier there. Just using a heavy duty manual stapler and attaching these in here. I'm going to go ahead and do, just to be extra secure, I'm going to go ahead and take the landscape fabric this way as well. This one's 6 by 6, and I just got like a standard roll of landscape fabric, and it looks like I should have plenty to go both ways. So that is what I'm working on right now for this sandbox. All right, so with that, I'm ready for sand, and I'll be doing that another day, but I'll add that on here. I did use this 3 foot by 50 foot roll. It ended up being almost perfect. I had just a little bit left over. That was with quite a little bit of overlap. I'm sure you could do it more efficiently than I was, and if you did it with 8 by 8, you could probably pull it off by doing it a little more tightly, but I feel like that should give us a good floor across, make sure we're not getting a lot of sand leaking out the bottom. One other note, I decided to do this one right on the grass. Recognize it's going to kill the grass where it's at here, but I'm not planning to move it. And I didn't want to dig a hole and have it be kind of down under the underground where it's going to be getting more water. And so hope here was having it kind of above ground would help block that out a little bit. I will be buying a cover for it. I did find that buying covers, they're much more affordable if you're getting something 72 inches or less. And so let's try to cut these down to 6 inches. I realize I might have a little bit of a problem because I'm a little bit wide here by a couple inches. So I'm going to double check that the cover will go over that. But I'll show you how that all turns out, what we decide to do. But for now, we're ready for sand. Alright, so I'm actually doing the wrap up for this video about 6 months after I made it, and I am really happy for it. It's turned out really well. It's worked out great for the kids, and it's held up really well. You can see the wood, it's a treated wood, it's held up under storms and everything like that. It's going great. The sand has turned out great. It's a little bit rockier than I was initially expecting, but kids love it. It's worked wonderfully. You can see we've got lots of toys in here, buckets, that type of thing. I ended up using this permeable kind of shade cloth for the for the cover, and I just got some kind of light bungee and these little black hooks, and use those to do it. To cover, essentially what I want with the cover is something to keep animals out from pooping, and I will say that I have left it off for a little bit and I've run into problems with that, so I do try and keep it on now. But it does the job. It lets water through, which is fine, but it keeps it also lets water out, lets moisture out, so we don't get moisture buildup in there or anything like that. So it's worked out really well. The framing's held up, and I'm really happy with it. So I will post some links to just what I used for the cover here. I really struggled to find good solutions for that, but yeah, this is just a 6x6 cloth and ended up working fine. It has gotten some holes in it, which part of those are because kids have left it out and my robot lawnmowers hit parts of it. But yeah, it also, I imagine it'll kind of wear out over time. So I would definitely recommend it, and the overall structures work great. I know a lot of people do some more decorative ones with benches, all of that, but my kids like just getting in and being right in the sand, so it works out great. I will be doing a video soon where I will show you some garden beds I made with a really similar structure, and those have worked out really well. We used them this summer, and I built those around the same time I did that. And then I'm also working on an A-frame playhouse for the kids, which I will share as well.